Oh, God. Town of 96.
Yeah. What a lovely angle. That was the first clip of me in the vlog. So I have read today, believe it or not. I read like 11 pages in When the Reckoning Comes, which is a chapter. And then I went on a grand journey of antiquing all around Lake Murray, which is in like the middle of the state. And this was like a very, such a German area. Well, a lot of it is Dutch, and then my ancestors who came from Switzerland went to that area as well, the Richland County area. But some then even I went to some other counties and it was like all German. So there was just I've never seen so many Lutheran churches before. Crazy. But yeah, so I got this bear because like y'all know I love stuffed animals and he is just your classic teddy bear. Best Friends is the brand and I'm not seeing a year, but I mean he's a big floppy teddy bear and I couldn't pass up. And then we got this, my dad got this little raccoon. It's like, is that porcelain? I don't know. It was made in Japan, but little raccoon. Then I got this book on the Queen's Silver Jubilee. So this was her 25 years on the throne. So I thought that was pretty cool. And there were a lot of like world leaders, like even Jimmy Carter went to this when usually the presidents don't go to those kind of events. I mean, maybe like at the most recent, what was the coronation? It was like the first lady and her granddaughter went, but not the president. So I find that interesting of what events the president goes to and like what events somebody just gets sent to. And then this is so random. I saw this Wayne Gretzky like a bobblehead. I guess this is a bobblehead. No, it's not a bobblehead, but he has a big head. Like, then those are all the others. I don't know what year this is from either. Because this is his player association. It doesn't have the team, which is interesting. I only recognize one name on the back, but I'm like, is that the Shanahan that has something to do with the Leafs? Like he's in the front office. Not sure, but I am sweating. Oh, 1996 is the year. So I joke about Wayne Gretzky all the time, and so I bought that. But yeah, I will talk about reading later. I just want to eat some dinner first because yeah, it's literally my dinner time. And oh, I am really sweaty because it is quite warm here and smoky. Yeah, I didn't vlog last week. I just didn't. I like to take a week off every now and then because sometimes it does get repetitive doing it every single week and I don't want to get burnt out. So I do allow myself to have like a week off once a season. But yeah, it's been so smoky here. And my sinuses were killing me earlier in the week because we had one night where the number was 125 and basically I think the 70 is like 70s is like the good for air quality, but we've had it like where there's warnings and everything for like unhealthy air. So I have been spent a lot of time inside, which we know I really love being outside in the sun. And Penny, one day the exterminator was supposed to come like for his scheduled visit and he just didn't show up. So I had my dogs in all day and it's just super annoying because like, you know, they want to be outside, but yeah, so just super annoying because that was one of the days where I wasn't letting Penny out anyway because Penny has bad allergies, but then that guy just like didn't show up and I'm like, dude. But I wanted to show y'all what I got. The clips that y'all saw were in Newberry, South Carolina. It was my first time ever going there. But yeah, I will update y'all about what I'm reading and all. I ate and I'm going to tell y'all about everything that I am currently reading. So obviously today I'm not going to get as much reading done as I usually would on a Saturday just because I did go out of town and all of that, just on a little day antiquing trip, which that was not the original plan. Ooh, it looks like my Wi-Fi is down, which is not fun. I'm still on the hunt for a new computer because I went to go buy one and then they were like, we don't have that in stock. So still, yeah, I still haven't got a new computer, new router, anything like that. So that is why sometimes my videos have been they've been coming out a little bit late just because I haven't had Wi-Fi. So that's super frustrating, but hopefully I'll get that fixed soon. So what am I reading? So the first one, I've been reading this forever. I've even considered DNFing, but I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna do it. But this is When the Reckoning Comes by Latanya McQueen. So this is a horror. It is set in the South. So kind of, I would say more so Southern Gothic than horror. Like, I'm not scared. But this girl and her friend go to this plantation in their town that is like super haunted and all that. And they see some things, and her friend even gets accused of murder. So there is all of that unexplained stuff that they saw, and then her friend getting accused of murder. So she leaves the town once high school graduation comes around because she tries to tell the police what she saw, and they just kind of laugh it off. They're like, no, that, like, you're just a teenager, you're paranoid, whatever. And so she leaves, and then they come back because one of their friends is getting married, and they just are coming to terms with what they saw back in their childhood or in their teenage years. So that is I read every morning, and I read while I'm working out. So then we have my mood reading pick, which is a reread that I'm doing a buddy read with my friend Kat. So she's never read the Beartown series, but she's watched the TV series that is Bjornstad in Swedish. You have to go through a lot to be able to watch it, but you can watch the first episode for free on HBO's website. But if you want to watch the rest, I had to get some European subscription thing through NordVPN and all of that. So I have watched 2 episodes of the show, but now I'm waiting to get to the point of where I can read it simultaneously with the show. But this is a reread for me. So Beartown is, as I said, set in Sweden, and this horrific incident. Sorry, I don't know why I'm all over the place today, but incident happens, and it really divides the town because it is their like superstar hockey player who commits the crime, and so it just is a town divided. And how with the Me Too movement, a lot of how people choose to believe what they want to believe, kind of. But this is a story about a town and a game, but even more about loyalty, commitment, and the responsibilities of friendship, the people we disappoint even though we love them, and the decisions we make every day that come to define us. In this story of a small forest town, Frederick Bachman has found the entire world. That is super true. Then my ebook, I am doing this on ebook even though I have a physical copy here, but as you can see, it's pretty beat up. I can't tell if y'all can tell that it's taped. I swear I am sober and everything, but I am just all over the place today for some reason. But as I said, I am kind of sleepy because I've been doing stuff all day. But okay, so I am about 75% into this, maybe up to 80% now. This is just Pat Conroy's American. Okay. The story of Jack McCall, an American expat in Rome, scarred by tragedy and betrayal. His desperate desire to find peace after his wife's suicide draws him in a painful and intimate search for the one haunting secret in his family's past that can heal his anguished heart. I am loving that. And then another mass market paperback, which I'm doing the ebook for, but this is my TBR pick. So this is Rough Draft by James W. Hall. This is about a female Miami police officer who her parents get murdered, and she has never really found solace after that. And so it goes into the future, like 4 years into the future. So she's quit her job as a cop because she wants to devote her life to her son, because her son witnessed the murders. And so she's like devoting all her time to him, and she's a writer so she can work from home and all of that. And yeah, that's like all it says in the description, but there is a lot of other stuff happening in here as well with other characters that weren't even mentioned. So I'm not going to mention them here because I'm like, is it a spoiler? Because it doesn't say anything. Like, I thought it was just going to be the one point of view, but it's really a lot of different point of views. But yes, so I will begin into Beartown in a little bit here, but I don't know, because I'm going to have my dessert and then after that get into Beartown. Okay, so I got, oh, it's Monday at like 9:33 p.m. So I got to over the halfway point in Beartown, and yeah, I love this book so much. Like, there's something that every single person can relate to in this book because there's such a large cast of characters, and honestly, that was probably overwhelming for me when I read it the first time. But it just shows community, things that can go right, things that can go wrong in a community, and it's just so good. But it's not a 5-star. It's not a 5-star. This book is very sporadic. As I said, there's a lot of characters. You change point of views a lot in chapters. But the whole first quarter of this book just feels like a ticking time bomb, and I didn't realize that the first time I read it. And this is my first time reading it physically, I should say. The first time I read it, I had to take a week break in the middle of it, switch to the audiobook. I had a hard time, but it is so, so, so good. But yeah, as I said, the writing is just really sporadic, and that is like my only complaint about it. But as I said, I'm over the halfway point now, and I did want to finish it tomorrow, but that's definitely not going to happen because I have like 200 pages left. But I'm fine with it. So I am really enjoying my reread of Baritone. This was like really unexpected, like a last minute plan. The hockey season ended and we were like, what do we do now that hockey's over? We read about hockey, we watch shows about hockey, but I am going to get into beach music in a little bit. I'm at like 85% on the Kindle version. I think 85%, 90%, something in there. Should finish that book in this vlog. Maybe, because I might finish it on Thursday and, you know, the vlog ends on Thursday. But I did want to update y'all. Is this strap book? I was like, is that strap there or not? But yeah, I'm gonna go do my nighttime routine now. Happy Tuesday. So I've done quite a bit today. I've cleaned the bathroom, like deep clean and all of that fun stuff. And I've done other stuff, but that is, I just got back to putting the stuff back on the bathroom counter because I waited for it to dry. I let it air dry. I used to like hand dry it, like, you know, with a paper towel, but honestly I just think it's better just to let it air dry. So that is what I did, but I did get to 75% I think in here when the reckoning comes. Okay, so Mira, our main character, she's our POV. I feel for her. I think she's really realistic, but Jesse, literally F that guy. No, like, he's like, so they are African American Black people, and they descended from slaves from this plantation, and they are going to a plantation wedding, which again, that's not something I think is right. I think it's kind of weird to have a wedding where people were literally enslaved. Like, yeah, it's a pretty building and all, but thinking of all the bad stuff that happened there, I wouldn't want to get married there. It would not feel right. But they go to this girl's wedding who is like one of their childhood best friends, and they're like, all the ghosts of the slaves are going to be coming out and killing everybody. And he's like, just F all those people, let them die. And I'm like, dude, that's so messed up. Just because these people are potentially, they don't even know for a fact if all these people are descended from slave owners. He just is like, let them die. And that's so messed up. Like, I don't think that's right at all. I would understand letting the slave owners die, but people who you don't even know if they are descended from, just being fine with that. So I hope that he's supposed to sound like a jerk, because if he's not, he sounds like one. But yeah, so hopefully I finish this sometime soon. I don't know. The writing is good, and as I said, I do like Mira, and then I did like Celine, but she's not as big of a character in the like present day chapter. She was in the flashbacks, but not as much in the present day. And then yeah, just books that talk about the summers and childhood. love that. It's just so pure. And I really like the setting. I think the author's done a great job at doing a setting. It's in North Carolina. And I think the author's done a good job. But I have been reading the rough draft, and I will update y'all on this later because I did get to over the halfway point. And here, that's the thriller I am reading. I'm gonna go get some Mexican food. Yeah, get some quesadillas, some chips, you know, chips and salsa, and eat that, and then I'll get to reading later. Okay, let's do an update on Rough Draft. Kind of an odd name that I think about it. Like, the character is a writer, but it hasn't been mentioned in a really long time. So I got to like 65% of the way through, so I am going to finish this in this vlog, which will be fun. In June, I'm wanting to finish at least 2 books a week. Last week I finished 3, so if I only finished 1 this week, that'd be fine. But I am certain that I'm going to finish more than 1 just by the percentages and all that I'm at in my books. So this one, y'all know I struggle with thrillers a lot, but I actually am enjoying it. Like, it's a 3-star. Like, it's not great or anything, but it's a good book, and I'm having fun with it. Because with thrillers, you know, you're constantly having to use your mind to find out the mystery, find out what's going on and all of that. And then how this one just had a lot of random characters that were not mentioned on the back. So I would assume Hannah Keller, who is the one who I told you is the novelist, who her parents were murdered and all of that. I'm assuming she's the main character in the whole series, but because this is a 3rd book in a series, so going in, it did really good introducing me to everything, to the setting, to the characters, so that was no problem. You can definitely read this series out of order because I was perfectly fine. I had no confusion about who these people are, where I am, or anything like that. I did a great job introducing the story, but yeah, so I am having a fun time with this. I did think I might get confused by all the characters, but no, I'm not having any issue with that. But we have this. So, but it seems like Hannah and Frank have some history, so maybe that is in the first 2 books. I have been meaning to check Goodreads to see who those books are about, and if the whole series follows, like, who the series follows or anything like that, but I did want to let y'all know that I did read this. And it is Fred's birthday today. He's back there. So he got new toys. He got these little, like, catnip balls, and then he got to visit with Bud, who is the outside cat, and then he's gonna have a special treat for dinner tonight, which should be kind of exciting. I hear him back there. I don't think he's gonna jump out or anything, but I did want to let y'all know that Fred is 9 years old today. I know I'm just like laying here in bed, but yeah, I'm gonna make some dinner for myself. I'm gonna have some pasta, leftover pasta that I made on Sunday. I did get some Mexican food, and I didn't eat all of it because I had a pretty big lunch before that, with healthy food and everything. So I am gonna save my last quesadilla for tomorrow for lunch. But I did want to update y'all. Might see y'all later, might not, who knows, but bye. Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I'm looking kind of wild. This dress is too big and I'm so sad because it's super cute, but I'm gonna unhaul it because it does not fit me right on the top part. And then I just had dinner, so I might have pizza sauce on me. I can't really tell from I can't tell, but I finished Rough Draft by James W. Hall. It was a 3-star. I did have a good time reading it. So let's talk about my in-depth thoughts and all of that. So for characters, I was kind of scared going in, realizing that there were multiple point of views because I've never read a thriller that had so many perspectives. So you get the villains, you get like the legal people, you know, like the FBI people, you get the victim, you get the point of view of all these different people. And I think that's so fascinating because usually you only get one point of view in a thriller, rather it be the villain or the victim. You never have like all of it. So I thought that was really cool how it did that. But yeah, I was scared that that might be too much for me, but it wasn't. I was perfectly a-okay. Setting was Miami, South Florida, which Miami is my 3rd favorite city. I would say it's in my top 3. Seattle or Miami is my 2nd and 3rd. I don't know. It's summertime right now, so I'm like Miami. But, so I really enjoyed the setting because I've only been to Miami once, but I love it. I've been to South Florida multiple times, but only Miami once. But so I really like that setting. The writing was fine. Like it wasn't anything out of this world. It wasn't bad. It was good. And then the plot was really fascinating of how the main character was like a retired cop, and our main character, she's our like protagonist, I would say. Like she was the one who her parents were murdered, and all this revolves around her. So this Izzy, so yeah, the plot was good. There were some things that were kind of out there where I was just like, really? But I mean, this was published in 2000, so the writing of thrillers has changed. So maybe I wonder how this is over 20 years old, if back then, if it was more common to have the multiple point of views, and now we just are used to thrillers having the one point of view perspective. So I don't know, maybe that's something that's changed. So if you guys have read books that came out a little further back in time, did they usually have multiple point of views, or is it a new trend that we only get one perspective? Let me know. But yeah, it was a 3-star. I had a good time reading it. It was fun. It'd be a good palate cleanser. I actually don't know what I'm picking up next. I think it's Ghostwritten by David Mitchell, which that one I'm scared, anticipating it because it's a 5-star prediction, and so many people have told me that I will love it because comparing it to like my other favorite books. So hopefully that's true, but I'm still scared. So fingers crossed on that. So I do need to, I took my Bookstagram pictures, so I do need to like get my review written and all of that and find out what thriller I'm going to be reading. Hi, this finger? Your little toe. Are there any others? Oh, I don't see anybody. Hi. Oh, your nose is like 2 colors. Watching Penny? Okay, I need to go check on them. How ferrets are sleeping, and they're the last one. Oh my! Oh, he woke up all the time. Big stretch. Yeah, go back to sleep. So sweet. Hey guys, happy Thursday. As y'all saw, I did go to the pet store because I said to pick up like kitty litter. Nothing exciting. But I mean, we did see a cat, which he didn't, I don't know if it was a he, but the name was not on there. So I don't know what their name was, but as you saw, they're having a pet adoption event the day after this upload. So if y'all are in the area and are looking for cats, they will have more cats there than just that one. The rescue will bring like more cats. And then I saw 2 ferrets because y'all know I love ferrets. But I started Ghostwritten today, and honestly I'm just like, yeah, it's happening. Like I'm not groped at all yet. I read like the first section that was in Okinawa, and it was like the point of view of somebody who in a terrorist organization kind of thing. It's like more of a cult, but they do violent attacks. So that's all. The next chapter that I'm going to be starting in about an hour is set in Tokyo, so Japanese settings. Yeah, I'm really fascinated by Okinawa. That I know the U.S. military is there, and so when people who I know have been to Japan, that's usually where they end up. But it's very different than mainland Japan. And so I am wanting to research that a little bit because I don't know much. I've seen some things about it, about history and all. So I'm just curious about it. I don't know. So I mean, at least it's piquing interest. Also kind of confusing. So I saw online this book was published in 2001 on Goodreads. Like it was my edition with that, code, but in the book it says 1999. So I don't know if maybe this was published in the UK first and then America, because I bought this in the US, so I don't know. I don't know what's up with all that. Kind of weird, but I did want to let y'all know that I started that today, and it's fine. Like I'm not gripped. I'm not connected yet. but we are only like 35 pages in, so, but I will keep y'all updated. I'm going to be ending the vlog here. Let's move for the better lighting. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it all the way through, leave like a beach emoji in the comments below. It can be any kind of beach thing. Fish, shells, palm trees, boats, umbrellas, whatever makes you think of the beach. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified when all my videos go live. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!